Go.
Hey everybody, Joe Stalins here. My lovely wife Joy helping me out today so we can get some video of these, take a peek at what these bees have been up to. So let's see if they've started building out on any of these new frames that came in here. I've just kind of been letting them do their thing here. They're taking a look. There's nothing building out on this frame here yet. We're just kind of looking to see how much this nuke has built out on, if they've built out any of these new frames. Let's see if there's anything that looks a little concerning in here. We've really not disturbed them too much since they got put in here. Kind of give them a chance to acclimate to what's going on, and also with a new, new group of bees, a new. She was an overwintered queen, but yeah, you can see they're actively building out on this. Building out some new comb here, Joy. I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you can take a look. And you can actually see them building out the wax on here. Everybody's nice and chill. Now, some of you might be freaking out seeing me work these bees with no gloves on. It's not that I'm insane or crazy. It's actually a recommendation from a book I read and some other old beekeepers. I wouldn't do this, I don't think, during the during a heavy honey flow, but just be nice and easy, nice and gentle. We're not rushing here. Certainly don't want to damage anybody. Oh yeah, there's some nice building out, and you can actually, yeah, they've gotten to work pretty good on this frame here. So what we had was 3 frames that had no comb built out on them. They were fresh frames. And when the nuke came, it had 5 frames of brood. It's a combination of brood, pollen, and honey, along with the queen and the bees. It came from one of the local beekeepers out here who's been doing this stuff for quite a few years. And so he's got a good reputation. I haven't messed around with bees really for about 30, well, probably about 35 years or more. 33 years, somewhere in that range anyhow. I'm a young teenager. And just had been living in the city and everything, didn't really have a place where I could keep bees. So what we're going to do here, actually going to pull this end frame. I'm just going to set this guy aside for a second here. give myself a little bit of room here. I don't want to squeeze anybody, especially being we haven't seen the queen yet, which we may or may not see. I'm looking to see if we got some eggs still showing up on these frames. So far I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. They're very active. This next come's really got a lot of honey to it. This little gal here right by my face, she's not super happy with me, but a little blast of smoke here. The trick really is to be slow and methodical with what you're doing. And this isn't from years of experience, this is just from what I've read and trying to use a little bit of common sense here. These bees do have a pretty gentle demeanor. The one thing I can say is if you have the opportunity to get your bees from somebody local to your area, if they've been overwintered, that's really really a good deal there. Oh yeah, what a heavy frame this is. Thank God. A lot of activity going on in here. A little more smoke here. I got a couple that are not super jazzed. For the most part, everybody's not too aggro. This little girl here just seems to want to get in my face. That's why I got a bee veil on. I'm just going to get this little bit of wax buildup off of here. And also part of why I'm not wearing gloves too is, I mean, these frames can be a little bit tricky at best. And I have a tool that I haven't screwed with that's supposed to help, a removal tool, but we'll try that on another day. Just trying to get this checked out before the day carries on too far here and heats up. I hope you all can see in this in the video what we got going on here. And again, you know, I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of fear around bees, but I think really the key is to be very calm, slow, and methodical with what you're doing here. Oh yeah, they are busy little beavers. Well, beezers. Everything's looking really good. Joyce, you can get a close-up on this upper portion center of the frame. They're actually filling one of those cells with right up over here. I don't know if you can see them in the. That one's actively going ahead and filling that cell up. Beautiful. Yeah, they got a lot of weight on these little frames. Amazing. Good work, girls. It's alright, honey. We'll be done soon. Oh shit. Oh.
Okay.
Hey guys, we got a little snafu here. I've been using this bag feeder, and because of the angle it decided to start dripping. So, not the end of the world, just means I'm going to be replacing the bee syrup here. And I'm also going to be trying to figure out how to splice this video together. I've never done that before either, but it's all part of the adventure, guys. Don't be afraid to try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone. It's not all perfect. It doesn't have to be. You know, it's all part of a learning experience.
Wow.
Busy girls. Bunch of busy girls. Yeah, you see, like I'm saying, it's just, they're pretty chill. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on. There she goes. Okay. Oh, and then another one came on. There you go. Come on. There you go. Off we go. There we go. And as you can see, I'm going really slow with all this. You know, I'm giving them a chance to get the heck out of the way. Plus, it's really, unless you've done this before, you don't really realize there is some weight in these little frames, even now already. So, last thing I want to do is just jerk on it and hurt the queen or hurt some of the bees. Doing our best not to do that. Well, there's a lot of activity on this frame here. Be real careful with this one, because I'm going to try to finish this up here fairly rapidly. Sun's coming out. This hive too long. Pretty active little buggers, I tell you what. I mean, everything in the hive, the activity looks good. I'm not seeing anything abnormal so far. Not that I'm an expert at what abnormal would look like, but I'm saying, from you can see from the video, everybody looks pretty chill. There's no real big crazy concern except for this little girl right around my face. They seem to be pretty content with what they're doing. They're staying busy. We got all these other bees are still flying down in here. So we haven't disrupted their life too much today. Come on, baby. There you go. Let me get in here. There you go. There you go. Thank you. I don't want to say it's just like riding a bicycle, but slowly getting back into the swing of things here. Great activity, really awesome. Now here's where it's going to get interesting, because we're going into two other new frames that were put in when I first put this nuke together, and I haven't seen the queen yet, but that doesn't mean I didn't miss her either. I mean, after 30 some odd years, this is you know, I'm trying to get it to come back to me. Hi babies, come on, there you go, there you go. There's quite a bit of activity on this one here. Let's see what's going on. Very active. They're building out. This comb on these frames here I got from Man Lake. And you know, I've never used their products before. Obviously I'm new to this. I'm sure they've been around for years, but I wasn't involved in purchasing any of the stuff before. But I'm really happy. Take a look at this joy. You can actually see in this one, you can see some of the pollen that they've been putting in there. Orange down in there. But they're made here in the U.S., which I thought was really great, because a lot of things aren't anymore. And their price is pretty reasonable. And I will definitely be using their stuff again in the future. I mean, this isn't a paid advertisement or anything for them, but you know, if I find something that's made here and that works good, I'll give a shout out to those companies. And we got some more build out here. On this frame, so as far as the first time taking a little inspection here, I'm pretty pleased with what I'm seeing. Like I said, I didn't see the queen per se. Somebody else that's more experienced than me may have seen that. But I'm not going to keep them open too much longer. That's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for it being so long and a little bit of format and whatnot, but we'll get better as we go forward on this little adventure. So, till next time, have a great day.